Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Yoga with Jenna. Today, we're going to be practicing a 20-minute flow that'll target all the different parts of our body, leaving you ready to tackle whatever you have left for the rest of the day. I highly recommend for this practice at least one block, maybe two if you have two. If you don't worry about it. You can practice any of these postures. I'll give lots of modifications and options. We're going to go ahead and get started on our backs and keep one of your blocks nearby that you can reach. The other block you can just take out of the way. So come to lay down, place your feet flat onto the floor and let your knees knock in towards each other with your feet hip-width distance or even heel-toe them a little wider. Place one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Relax your upper arms and close down your eyes. Let's take 3 cycles of breath together now. Just beginning to quiet our minds. So let's inhale through the nose, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. And then part the lips with a sigh and feel your low back start to soften down into the ground. And then again, nice breath in, filling the bottom, the middle, the top. And then a sigh out, emptying the lungs, feeling your body just get a little heavier down. We'll do one more like that. Nice slow breath in all the way to the top. This time when you get all the way to full lung, pause there and see if you can sniff 3 more breaths in through the nose. And then take a sigh out, let it go. And then slowly start to blink your eyes open. Take your arms out to a cactus shape. Separate your knees, keeping the feet hip-width distance on the mat, and just sway your knees over to the left side. Turn your chin to the right. Bring the knees to the center and to the right, and turn your chin to the left. Adjust with your space. I know sometimes go side to side. Practicing at home, you might be working around different objects, furniture. I know when I taught during COVID, lots of people at home created yoga spaces from places like their hallway. So whether you have a whole room dedicated to this or just a little slice of real estate for your mat, just working with what you got. Take one more time to each side, loosening up the hips, loosening up the low back, the neck. And then come back to the center. Walk your feet in and then find your block and take the block between your hands up and over your head. Draw the knees in towards your chest, straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to begin with a little bit of core work today. So flex your toes, press your low back down, take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, reach the block towards your feet. As you breathe in, lower back down, reach the block back. Exhale to lift and reach towards your toes. And then keep going with this a couple of times, seeing how your core is feeling. And if you want to start to add a little bit more on here, you can reach up, place the block between your ankles, and then lower the legs as you reach the arms back. And then you'll reach up, find your block, and do those switches, passing the block between your ankles and your hands. And so you choose what level of core engagement you want. So if you want to take it there, take it there. If you want to keep it a little more gentle, then just stay with the arms, keeping the legs up and over your hips. Taking about 3 more. Last time. Doing great. We do the core in the beginning so that way we don't have to do it again and it's over and done with. Next time you're lowering, just lower down, walk your feet in, and again, take those windshield wipers side to side with your knees. And then come back to the center. Find that block, and we'll do one last thing here on our back. Slide the block underneath your hips onto its lowest setting. And if you don't have the block, no problem. You can just keep the hips down on the mat for this. Keep your hands face down right outside your hips. Lift your feet up and tabletop your legs so the knees are stacked over your hips and the shins are parallel to the floor there. Now, keep your legs at that angle, and we'll just lower your right toes down to a tap and then bring the leg back up. Left leg down to tap and back up. Do that a couple of times, right and then left. Again, you might opt to just keep one leg at a time. The name of the game is control here, not going to extremes. And then if you'd like to take it up a notch or just see how much control you can try to keep the legs together and tap and up. And focusing a little bit more now onto the lower abdominal muscles, taking about 3 more times. Tap and lift, tap and lift. One last time. Next time you're lifting, keep the knees lifted up, separate the knees wide apart, and then just take a little sway, rocking your low back and your hips onto the block or onto the ground. And draw your knees back in, step your feet down, reach for that block and slide it out of the way. Now extend just your left leg, draw the right knee in, give it a tight squeeze to your chest. We'll keep the left hand supporting your knee, take your right arm to the right, and then carry the leg across into a supine twist. You can let this twist be just as it is. If you'd like to add a quadricep stretch, reach your right hand down, bend your left knee and see if you can catch a hold of the top of your foot there, bending that knee. Any tension in the neck, just rock your head side to side. One more deep breath. And if you have that quadricep stretch, release it. Bring the right leg back to the center. Step the foot down. If your hips feel a little off center, center them. Then draw the left knee in. Hug it in with your hands. Straighten your right leg down. Now we'll keep your right hand on the knee. Lay your left arm to the left. And then carry that leg across into your twist. Again, either opting to stay in just a regular one-legged twist, or reach your left hand down, bend your right knee and hold on to the top of that foot behind you. And this posture is cat pulling its tail pose. Very nice. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly release the foot. If you have the quadricep stretch, bring your left leg back to the center. Step your 2 feet down, center your hips, and then hug your 2 knees to your chest. We'll place the hands to the back of your thighs and start to rock and roll up and down a couple of times from your shoulders to your hips until you can come up into a seated posture. And then we'll take the legs around to find tabletop. This is where you might decide to take the blocks somewhere if you have blocks near the front of your mat. That way, in case you'd like to use them throughout the practice, they're there for you. I also like to have one of these bolsters or pillows in my practice. I really enjoy them to support my neck if my neck is sore, or to support the knees in a shavasana. So you might keep that handy for the end. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and let's start our cat-cows. Breathe in, look forward, drop your belly. And a full exhale as you round like a Halloween cat, drop the head between your arms. Again, breathe into your cow pose, extend the spine. Exhale to round flexion, drop the head down. And take 3 more like that, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. And then come back into neutral tabletop. Walk your hands a handprint forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off the ground into our downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Spread your fingers down into the floor, pressing down through your palms evenly into the mat. Let the head relax. Turn the head side to side. Letting any tension from your morning or your day just start to melt out of your body. Now we'll start to walk your feet forward all the way into a forward fold at the front of your mat. Walk the hands up onto your knees, take a halfway lift, unshrug the shoulders, and then fold forward as you exhale. Circle the arms as you rise all the way up to a standing position, arms above your head, and then place the hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as we begin to move with your breath, finding your own tempo, and if I move too fast or too slow, you stay true to the own rhythm of your breath as your metronome for your practice. Let's start by taking an inhale together, reach the arms up to the sky. With soft knees, start to fold forward all the way back down. Take a halfway lift, hands can either be on the knees or your shins. Fold forward as you breathe out. Keep your right foot at the front of your mat. Step your left foot a big stride all the way to the back and drop your back knee. Untuck the back toes and reach your arms up with an inhale to our Anjaneyasana low lunge. And then cactus the arms as you look up. Arms up, breathe in. Frame your right foot with your hands as you breathe out. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee and inhale to a high plank pose. Drop your knees and lower your chest and your chin to the ground as you breathe out, keeping the hips high. Inhale, drop the hips, lift your heart, and untuck the toes to baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, press through the hands, lift up through the hips. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Now lift your left leg up towards the sky, breathe in. Draw the knee to the nose, look between the hands, and step the foot through. Drop your back knee, untuck the toes, and inhale the arms up and reach high, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Arms up, breathe in. Exhale, frame the left foot, tuck the back toes, and step to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax the head at the bottom. Rise to stand, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Hands to the heart as you breathe out. Again, sweep the arms high, big breath in. Exhale to hinge at the waist, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Right foot stays at the front, left foot steps to the back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, reach the arms up with an inhale. Cactus the arms as you breathe out. Arms up, breathe in. Frame your front foot as you breathe out, adding on. Keep the left hand down, inhale the right arm up to a twist. Exhale, both hands back to the mat. Step back to high plank pose with your inhale. Drop the knees, drop the chest and the chin, keep the hips lifted. Inhale, drop the hips, baby cobra, untuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Big breath out. Left leg up to the sky, breathe in. Draw the knee to the nose, set the foot all the way through the hands. Drop the back knee and inhale your two arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, frame your front foot with your hands. Right hand stays down, reach the left arm up, open twist. Exhale, both hands down. Tuck the toes, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, circle the arms all the way to the sky. Hands to the heart as you breathe out. Last time through, adding one more pose. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hinge down, palms down, step your left foot all the way back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, frame the right foot. Left hand stays down, reach the right arm up. Open twist. Exhale, both hands down. Now this is where you might find the blocks to straighten through the right knee. Rock the hips back into half splits. Flex your right toes up. We're going to hold this posture for a couple of breaths. If you're using blocks, those blocks have 3 settings, so find the setting that works for you. If you don't have blocks, just keep the knee bent, straighten it as much as you can until you feel some stretch through the hamstring. Think about lifting your tailbone a little bit up, feeling that length from your sit bone all the way down to your knee. One more breath. And then start to rebend into the front knee. Move the blocks out of the way if you're using them. Tuck your back toes, step back to high plank. Take a breath in. And then knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, untuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath here. Now lift your left leg up with your inhale. Draw the knee to the nose, set the foot all the way through your palms. Drop your back knee, inhale your 2 arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open through the chest. Arms up, breathe in. Frame your left foot as you breathe out. Right hand stays down, inhale the left arm up to rotate. Exhale, both hands down. Again, you might find the blocks for that half split hold. Walk your hands back. Might be tempting in this posture to want to sit all the way back. For today, I invite you to keep that hip stacked right on top of your knee. Flex your toes up. Try to point your sit bones a little bit more back and up. Feeling that stretch all the way down the back of your left thigh. Nice steady breaths. We're almost at the end. Letting these last few minutes that we have together really absorb this time for yourself. No need to worry about the what's next. You're right where you need to be. Start to rebend into that front knee. Again, if you've got the blocks, move them. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, step forward into a fold. Now in this fold, heel toe your feet a little wider. Keep the knees soft and let your torso dangle down. You could either let the arms be heavy towards the ground or hold your opposite elbows into our rag doll. Add a little sway side to side. One more deep breath. And then release your hands down. Walk your feet all the way back to your down dog. And then bring your knees down to the ground for child's pose. Sit your hips back. Walk your hands forward and drop your forehead either to the mat or maybe you take a block for a little more elevation under your head. And taking these couple of breaths here and absorbing all of this time that you set aside for yourself today. And it's so rare that we gift ourselves time to turn inwards. And so really letting this be a little gift of peace to yourself in your busy life. You might choose to set some personal intention for the rest of your day now. Maybe it's a singular word that will help you feel balanced with whatever lays ahead of you. Might be the word patience, might be joy, or staying grounded. But letting that intention be an opportunity for your yoga to not just be on the 4 corners of your mat, but also to move out into your day, leaving you feeling more centered And then from a place you can respond rather than react. Take 2 more deep, full breaths, as deep as you can. And slowly start to walk your hands in, coming up into a seated position, any comfortable seat. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. These last 20 minutes, I hope left you feeling really great. Make sure you comment down below. What was your favorite postures? How are you feeling at the end of this practice? It's been such an honor. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss an upload. I put a lot of time, thought, and love into these videos, and it would mean so much to me if you joined our community. And thank you so much again, and namaste, everybody.